Hello, hello, most dearest ones. This is so funny. So, remember how I was saying you need to adapt, duck, or dodge? Remember that comment? Remember that I was saying that? And lo and behold, I had to adapt to the situation of the internet things that were going on right now. So, I am back. I am live again. I am using StreamYard, as you can see, and I had to adapt to that. So, what the title is today is Adapt, Duck, or Dodge. So, when you are adapting, actually, I'm going to start over like I never did it before. And I'm going to burn some sage for the space that we have right now. For everybody that's wanting to come be a part of it, we are burning some sage for you right now. So, as I was saying before, when you're adapting, you it's purposeful. It is modified. So when you're purpose driven, you have intention. You you create intention. You're mindful about that intent that you're creating, and you do see that you are going forward in a new great section of where you are from where you're standing or where you're positioned at this moment. So if you know this, and if you are going toward that, you proceed. It's like this: when you're adapting and you are purposeful, you feel power, you feel confident, you don't hesitate. As you become more adaptable and purpose driven, you do not hesitate, you do not back down. That is another issue, that is another key, rather. I want to say that happens, that you do not hesitate. So I want to know if anybody can hear me, if anybody's on. If not, I will just keep going at this point, because I believe that I am live now, and I can be heard. So look, so that's one of the main keys. Okay, key number one is when you're adapting, you are purposeful, you modify, you advance, you become confident, you create ways of how to practice that confidence. You create ways of how to be in the advanced mode. Like you start, when you're doing this is the other key about this. When you are adapting, you start seeing and sensing and knowing that all the people or the individuals that are aligned with purpose, the purposeful intent, you start meeting them, you start recognizing them, you start understanding that there's nothing that you can't do. So what I am telling you right now is about adapting, is about purpose, is about being driven, is about confidence. What I'm speaking of right now is the most highest good, especially if you are wanting to proceed in an area where you have not gone before. But I can tell you this: as you know that this is a part of your programming, and this is a part of who you are, and you're good with who you are, and you understand who you are, and you and I don't mean just understand, because when you understand, you're under something. And when you're overstanding, you're overstanding it. And when you're understanding, you're understanding it. What I am really just saying to you right now is, when you understand what your purpose is, you become even more forward. You become even more driven. You know that this vehicle, this vessel, and whatever you need to do to get to your point of destination for purpose, knowing your purpose, understanding purpose, it is a lot of to dos. But it becomes that don't have to you don't have to know it all the way, but you do have to have intention about where you're going. So if you have intention about where you're going, you Know the deal. You do not hesitate. And as I tell you this, it's with practice, it's with knowing that you are on this road to being purposeful. You are on this road to being to the desire of purpose. You are on the road to being strength based. You are on the road to be adaptable. You are on the road to go forward. So let's move from adaptable. Let's go to ducking. So um, is ducking is the one where you're looking it up. You can look this one up. You're ducking. It means to go underneath temporarily or briefly underwater. So ducking. So if you know anything about ducking in water or not wanting to be hit by something and you just come lower and you duck down, that is what you can consider a temporary position, a temporary point to where you're from. And I don't see it any further besides that. So it's like you can start learning everything, start knowing everything, and then you're seeing how, oh no, this is not the positioning I want to take. And as you become confident in this area about viewing your position and viewing from where you are, you become more strength based. You become powered, you know? And even if you have what you consider blocks or you have a pausing moment, you can advance beyond the ducking. So ducking can be very, 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 very temporary, but then it cannot. Remember that. You can also duck so far that you do not come back up. So we're gonna say that there's things to where you cannot come back up. The third one is dodging. Dodging, when you look it up, it is where you are moving out of the way of something or someone. Now, the thing that I found interesting about this was that moving out of something from out of the way of something or someone, it said someone. It didn't say your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister, your friend, your grandma, your brother, your aunt, your uncle, your best friend down the street, your super best friend. It didn't name anyone in particular. That was the part that I liked about it, because if you notice, if you're going to duck from something, you could be ducking from yourself. You could be in your own way. Okay? You could be the one in the way. You could be the one not really knowing that you're in your own way. Okay? So one thing you should understand is when you are becoming in the duck mode and you're seeing that you're not proceeding to where you know that you're on this path, and you feel the sense that it's blocking, you feel the sense that you're not going in the direction that's desired. You take a pause moment and you start just knowing this. Look, you know that you need to take a pause. You know that you need to do more about what you've got going on. So either if you don't know, then you're going to be where you're going to ask questions. You're going to get an understanding, an overstanding, an understanding. You're going to, it's like you don't just contemplate it. You view it in your mind. You see all the possible avenues of where you are and where it can go, and how, and you can see the positioning of how it is blocked and how it's not serving you. You totally can see that part. So if you know anything about the times of now, dodge out of the way of that situation. Dodge from that whole piece. You know right now on planet Earth that more importantly, that things are happening so fast, they're happening so quickly. Also, that the times are such as this, and I keep reiterating this. There are people who are on the cusp of going right over where they've been ducking and ducking and ducking and ducking, and they soar up to the next piece. Then there are people that are ducking and ducking and ducking and ducking. So this is, they're going lower and lower and lower into that position. So if you can just imagine, how you see a duck in a pond, and there's some ducks that will stay under and do not come up. Okay? That's how you can be as your this whole piece about um, going to the next piece of advancement, the next piece of intention, the next piece of purposeful intention of rising up, of being risen, of being on a higher frequency, or being on your highest, best, great frequency, your highest good. So since you know that you've been in a ducking stage, you know that you've been in a position of not knowing where you are and what you're doing, and you know that once you get to this area where you do know, you do understand, and you do understand more so, and you do overstand more importantly, like all the positions that have been taken that got you to this point. And then you got start to understand that all the positions that you no longer needed, they're going to be temporary things that you no longer needed, because you just needed them at the time. You just needed it temporarily. You just needed it to move in this certain section. You didn't need it that long. You only needed to understand what you needed to understand for that moment, and then you move into the next position. The position of receptivity and the position of receiving are such as what I'm discussing right now. This is the whole, this is one of the many, but major points of position. So you can see from many directions if you're overstanding this. If you're understanding this, you're coming from within and you're sensing to see if you are sensing if it's aligned with what and who and where you're going. If you can just pause yourself enough to see that, and you can also move 1 degree in the direction of where your intention and purpose for your highest good is going, I can tell you 100% that's enough. 1 degree. Because as I tell you, 1 degree is enough as you begin, and that's where you are. You go beyond even more. You go beyond that. You start advancing so much in this area of comfort, in this and it's just not comfort, but it's like you become in this area of just powerful with knowing thyself. That is what I'm discussing. So another thing, the etymology of a duck is it's a diving bird. So look, if we say the word divination, they both have D-I-V-I-N in them. Both the words do. Both of them. So to some degree, you can see how you start sensing, am I being divination in thought? Am I diving into this process? Am I diving into my spiritual being? Am I using divination in my spiritual being? Divination that is connected to my purposeful, intentional, driven vessel. This body. Also your spirit. So now we have that piece. Now we have the piece of the duck etymology, which, it just came out that I needed to do that right now. I added that piece. And now we're on to the Dodge etymology. Etymology of the word Dodge. And I'm going to tell you, it's quite fun. It's quite funny because it's saying start suddenly, shift suddenly. So, What I'm speaking of is shifting information. What I'm speaking of is information to where you can start recognizing your paradigm shifts. We can take that even further. You can start recognizing these shifts to where you need to get out of the way. So look, if you need to get out of the way of yourself, excuse me, if you're needing to get out of the way of self and you need to shift suddenly, you're going to shift with ease. As you become more adamant about being on this path that is your intended intentional path, the signal for that will be stronger. The signal being your inner being will be stronger. We don't have a lot of words to explain this, but I can tell you this, that the power from within more important than the power that is without. So let me repeat that. The power from within is more important than the power without. You can ask people for guidance, you can get a clue and all this, but when you're on a driven intentional path, you're on a divinational diving purpose, you see not just one but the many. But you note that the one is more powerful than the many, the ones that are outside of you. That divineness is becoming, it comes in like a sledgehammer, because it's positioning you in a correct position of understanding, of understanding and overstanding. So every time I'm saying understanding, I'm going right back to understanding and overstanding. So adapting. So you're adapting. You just found out that you've been living this thing that you don't want to live anymore. And I'm not talking about money. I'm not talking about relationships. There's only one ship that I'm talking about in this case, and it's yours. I'm not just talking about the material parts of what I'm discussing here. I'm not just discussing those parts. So now I'm going to go to the word adapt for the etymology of the word adapt. It means to fit. It means to it means to fit something for some purpose. Adjust. Okay, so if you're adjusting, you're going to make modifications, right? You're going to modify. You're going to change certain things. You're going to increase some things. You're going to decrease something. And as you do so, so will your environment. So will the people that are being aligned as you. So will the people so will the situations. They'll be aligned as well. Everything I'm discussing right now, the whole piece of it is to see that as you adjust and as you adapt and as you modify, where you're going, how you're being, what you're doing, as you do that, you see the strength behind the force. Luke, the force within you is strong. Why do you think that's being thrown out there? Why would a force be important? Why would you, even if you didn't know, but why would the word force be thrown at you, be given to you, be noted to you, that the force within you is strong? So you start to understand to some degree the force within you is very strong, because you are ready. Hey, hi, hey, Miss Hey, Miss Todd. Hey, I adapted to the situation. Most definitely. I've got a live going, but I'm not on it. I'm on this one. So I had to adapt right now to get the information out, to get this signal out, to get this transmission out right now. Most importantly, so the YouTube or whatever it was on stuck, and I was just like, no, we're going to get unstuck because this information is very important for people that are ready to adapt, people that are to realize they're ducking where their temporary position is, and for people that are just dodging completely the whole situation. So if you at any point feel like you don't know where this is, or you don't know where this position is, I would tell you that you do. You know this position beyond even knowing. You, as you start knowing this position, as you start understanding this position, as you start doing this, as you start practicing being firm in who you are attempting, making attempts, and trying to be, things will come in your way. And I'm not just talking about something in particular, I'm talking about people and situations. They're going to come in the way because it's test time, so to speak. You know, you're being tested. Are you sure you're ready to take this path? Okay, we're going to see how sure you are. Things are going to come forward to see how strong you are, how much you are going forward. Hi, Miss Ty. You.
Wonderful, my sister. I admire you so much, baby. You just don't know how much I've been thinking about you.
Well, now I know.
Yes, you know, baby. I is very be my spiritual mother. I promise to goodness. Ever since I've been on YouTube, I never felt like someone to hit my spirit like you did. You know, and then when I that day when I was on Chris Cypher's page and you
Yes,
came
yes.
on and and I'm still having lots of problems. But that day and that night, it was like so crazy after that. You know, it's like when I left the panel, my family was fighting in front of the house. And so and they I had to go out there and like try to stop them and stuff. So I just started crying and all what came to me is you.
Mm.
It's you. And then when I heard your voice, it lifted me more. And I was like, oh wow, I have to find this sister again because I have to give her my number. I gotta keep reaching out to this sister right here because you're the only one I ever contacted with to make me feel a certain way. It's hard to explain like this feeling, but it's like it's very spiritual and it's very powerful how you are. And I was I admire it so much. And I just want to thank you so much for helping me that day, baby. Because I don't know if I would have got through that night, baby. I don't think so.
Well, you know, Chris, uh, Chris, I just felt inspired by Chris, to say something. And I had no real plan of going on alive that night. And this is what I was telling, Sister Nikki, Nikki, Miss Nikki C. I told her I had no intention to go on live.
You muted, sister.
I was studying some things, so I had no plans to.
You muted again.
I got on, I got on the live, and Chris was speaking about whatever he was speaking about. It moved me to come on and to say something.
Mm. Oh, so glad you did that. Oh man. Mm. You been on my mind, sister, on my mind.
You are most welcome. You are most welcome.
Yeah, it did. It was like it
So,
was hitting home, like you was like literally talking to me,
mm,
and nobody never really talks to me.
mm.
It's like they was talking to everybody but me. I said, ancestors, thank y'all so much for bringing me that star right there. Thank y'all, man.
Yes, yes. I'm in agreement. I mean, I must say, like, Miss Ty, that in the rounds of going around and being around and sitting around, when you connect with someone that is aligned to the path of where you're ready to go, it's an undeniable feeling. Am I correct?
Yes, that's how I felt, and I can't describe it. It's like some type of magic. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is, babe. But I love it. I do. Yeah. I was doing my floor right now. And then when I seen you back online, I stopped that floor back. I stopped doing that floor.
You're like, oh no.
Oh no, I'll go back over with my baby.
You're in alignment with the topic. You're in alignment with the topic. The topic is adapt, duck, or dodge.
I think
It's like,
I've been ducking.
mm, mm.
I'm ducking, sister.
I usually say Amen Ra, which is bless the sun, or however you say that. The sun is rising.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. So you just been ducking.
Ducking.
Do you want to explain just a little bit of what that really means for the beings out here in the planet, like that ducking piece?
Yes, that ducking piece will have you like in a room to yourself. Okay, that ducking will have you where you don't even want to talk to nobody. Don't even want to eat. That ducking, you can't sleep. That ducking is, you don't want to be around nobody. No daggone body at all. And it hurts. And that ducking hurts. And that dirt is darkness. It's lonely. It's all the above. And I'm tired of ducking. I want to go back to the light, sister, because this darkness ain't working for me. I'm a light being. I'm a child of the sun. Sister, I gotta go back to the light. You know, because if I keep walking this old crooked line, sister, that'll kill me. I know it will, sister.
Yes.
So what I'm gonna do is just remove all these negative energy. And when I say negative energy, I'm talking about people. Even if it's like even my children. Because remember I told you they all grown now. And so it's like if I have to leave them, that's what I'm gonna do. You know, so I can find myself again, you know, it's because I'm losing it. I'm getting very weak at this, you know. And I know I was strong. I know I was, sister, but now it's like no, they just make me like they like vampires, you know. It's like, and they come late. You see, like it was late on the panel when we was on there, and they like to come at me like 2, 3, 4 in the morning, sister. And I'm like, what in the world is going on with these people trying to suck my energy at that type of morning? I don't even know why I opened my door for them. Even if it was my kid knocking at my door, I ain't opening up my door no more for these people. I know what they capable of doing to me. You
know. Oh yes. You are talking about the next piece. You are talking about the adapting to the environment, the modification, the change. And it doesn't take like a bunch of things. All it takes is that first or that one piece. Just that one piece. And when you do it, you just do the one piece, you get this feeling like you can do it, and no one can or will deter you from that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No one will. There'll be nothing they can do. I'm ducking out a little bit. Nothing they can say.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be nothing they can throw at you that'll make you not that'll make you go back.
Mm-hmm.
They won't be able to do any of that, because when you start saying it and you start affirming it, you affirm it. When you're affirming something, it's like you're saying it's here. This is the now.
Mm-hmm.
When you have that gut, that intuition telling you that, and you step in that direction, I say that's 100% yes, and that's 100% of your highest good.
Mm-hmm.
You're working from your spirit's purpose.
So you think I should just remove myself?
You doing the best. You setting boundaries.
I am.
You're saying right now, I'm setting a boundary. You
Mm-hmm.
cannot come over here this time anymore.
Nope.
And these things need to change.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Did you see the video when they came to my house and put the Hicks on my house?
Oh no, I haven't seen it yet. I was going through your videos though. It's funny you said that, but I was going through your videos. I didn't really get to see that, but I was just looking at, I just went and grabbed videos. I went to your transmission, was grabbing videos. I saw the kids. You know, when you have little ones, you know, as far as little ones that are human little ones,
mm-hmm.
and you're encouraging them, you're pouring the breath of life into speaking with them, and letting them show their breath of life to you. Man, like that is a powerful source. Like it makes you get the the Bible verse, for lack of a better word here. It probably best shaking up the bones. The bones are shaking. You know, you get that earthquake feeling. You get and I want to say it even further, you get like a buzzing within your whole being if it's correct for you. And at this point, when you're talking about little ones, so to speak, as in just human little ones, I'm just saying it like that. But I know many of them are older than what they appear. They know more than what children have ever known on this planet, especially now.
Yes.
When you are in that and you're with the moment with them and they're showing you, man, they giving you like 30,000 life lessons.
Yes,
Man, 30,000 life lessons in 5 minutes. Man, where were you 5 years ago?
I know. Because it's like they already been here before. They can hold like great conversations with you and everything.
Yes.
Did you see the video where my grandson was like, he said, I'm selling some my YouTube viewers, I'm gonna send you the cameras and stuff.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, he fucking done that on my phone. And I didn't know how to delete it. So I just left it up there.
Man.
And I don't even know how to do the YouTube live, and he do. And I think he's 7. And so he gonna teach me how to do the YouTube live.
Okay. And how old is he again? How old is that young person?
He's 7. That's what
he's 7.
Yes, Bill. One of my
man. He's talking about challenge yourself, Grandma.
Yeah.
That's a challenge. The number 7 means challenge.
Yeah.
Challenge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's the one like always up under me too. And I have 7 grandkids, but he's the
Correct.
one like always under me.
You got 7 grandchildren. The grandson that we're talking about is 7. 7 plus 7 is 14. And the number 5 is
yes,
change.
it is.
And we're talking about change right now. And you're mentioning this just flowing.
Yes. And I'm a number 7, sister. I'm a number 7. Yeah.
You being told in so many directions. That's exactly what I was speaking about when I was speaking earlier about the directions shall be many, and you'll just keep going with it. It'll open it for you. You're gonna feel when this happens, what you're discussing, you feel open. You feel like you know you are loved.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like you will not back down.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing it will make you back down. It won't matter what somebody say anymore.
No,
it don't. It won't. I'm telling you right now.
No.
It won't matter. It won't matter. You are in the headed position of forward and ascension and up.
Yes. And I feel it too, sister. I really do.
Yes. Thanks to everyone that was on the live that spoke over you and said yes to assisting, sending great energy to you and giving you peace and love and a white comforting light. All those beings that agreed to do that. It doesn't matter if it was only 3. Do you?
That's right. Oh yes.
3. Mind, body, spirit, the pyramid, however you gonna go with this. All of that being transformed to say we are ready.
Mm-hmm.
Ready. More importantly, we sending you the message. You're ready.
Mm-hmm.
You just didn't realize it.
Mm-hmm.
None of that was coincidence.
Mm-mm.
That was orchestrated so perfectly by your divine self. I can't even say how we could orchestrate it better, make it come together better.
Yeah. Mm. Mm.
And it makes you feel like dancing. It makes you feel like raising your arms up and say, I got the power. You know, there's those little cartoons back in the day, those people always had their hand, and when they clutched their hand and say they got the power, there was a glowing coming out of the hand, like they feeding on their own energy, and they know they got it, and they not gonna let it go. You could see, I mean, y'all, some of y'all that'll go back and watch this will be like, she wrong. But I'm gonna tell you, I watched so many of them little cartoons of them holding the power within their hand, and they grasp it and they hold on and they don't let go.
Mm-hmm.
They go out and battle the minions and everything else that's out there and be like, oh yeah, I'm done for the day. I'm gonna go ahead back over here and chill. I already did my battle.
Mm-hmm. And they be still holding it.
Yeah. I want to laugh so hard. I want to laugh so hard. The power beseeches you.
Yes. Yes.
Fortunately for me, I watched a lot of Thundercats because those little transforming beings on there.
Yes, I did like Thundercats.
See that? See, look, you don't even know me, and we both watched some Thundercats.
Yes, Thundercats.
I'm telling y'all, if you have never heard of Thundercats, I'm gonna need you to go at least watch one video.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna see Mumbra. He ain't got a lot of teeth. He got like puzzle teeth, crossword puzzle teeth. But he the one trying to take the Thundercats out. Just you can go on there and you will see adapting, you will see ducking, and you will see dodging. You will see everything that's at the bottom of the screen right now. You will see it. And you're not gonna be able to deny it at this point. I'm gonna tell you now. You're not gonna be able to deny any of it.
Mm.
It oh man. Whoa. Just power.
Power. Whoa.
And I'm gonna look up the etymology of power. We wanna get to the root.
Yeah, to the root of toot.
See, yeah. You might as well just say the root of tutor, because we talking about strength, right? We talking about kundalini. We talking about your root. We talking about your base, your basement. At this point, what's in your basement? If you put power in your be able, be able. That is the etymology of power. Be able.
Be able.
I have never looked that up. And it says be able.
Be able.
Are you the be able? Can you reach inside yourself and know that you're able? Can you see that you have more than been able? You just didn't reach your hand out far enough to grasp it. And now you're grasping. I'm gonna grab some water right here. I'm grabbing some water.
Yeah, that's that holy water, baby.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I speak over my water too. I'm not even gonna play. If you don't like it, you don't know what it is, you think it's witchcraft, this ain't for you. You might
that's right, baby. Get it, baby.
I'm gonna speak on my water. I don't know what you talking about.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about, baby.
You gotta know here. This is not the old space of what it used to be. This thin layer between spirit and this world.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta understand. You gotta understand and overstand that the ability to speak over water, just that one ability, it's gonna drive your intention wild. But where it'll be so strong that you can use it as a part of your purpose-driven path.
That's something you say there, sister, about the water. Because when the religion people came and put the Hicks on the house, I ran in the house and got a bottle of water. And I said, okay, you got your cross and your Bible. I got this water. Okay. And I just X'd it on the sidewalk by her feet. And I said, you didn't came with me with that. So I'm going to just give you some of this holy water. And that's what I told her. And then when I seen the marks on her forehead, sister, and her eyes, the way they was dark, they were like a dark black. I knew that this was some type of entity that was coming at me, sister. I knew it. I just knew it. And then something was like inside of me was like, now, because we had like a lot of people outside on their porches and stuff. So now I was like, oh man, something was like, now sister, you gotta show your power. Something made me have this type of power and it was 4 of them, sister, and I'm like by myself. And it was like 4 of them, and then you had the 2 of them like putting the curse on the house, chatting stuff. And she's a pastor, and she said I'm gonna curse this house today, and when she said that, that's when I ran in the house and got the water. That's something. You said something about this water.
And I was not there.
You was not there, sister. Oh my.
I'm pretty sure I'm in another state than you are.
I'm extremely sure of that. I think so, baby.
So we got the water, and water means wet, obviously. But would you also understand that water is another word for wave?
Oh.
Okay. So if you look up the etymology, it'll start speaking of it, and it has the word wave on there. Water is, it moves, it can be turned into a gas, it can go solid. Water is moving.
Mm-hmm.
It can go in places that you don't even think about.
Mm-hmm.
It can cleanse.
Mm-hmm.
You're taking a shower, you're washing your
Oh,
hands.
yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You can get water in your eye and recover very quickly.
Real quick, sister. Oh, I didn't even think of that one.
You throwed water because that was the mechanism of which you said, this wave does not belong here. And you said it was 4 of them and 1 of you. 5 again.
5
5.
again, sister, right at me.
5 again in front of you. Change. Modify.
Oh, wow, I didn't even read that. And I do numerology, sister. I didn't even do that. Oh.
Your spirit said, go get some water. You run in the house and get the water. You gonna say you don't know where it came from, and I'm gonna tell you, your spirit said, I'm going to, you go in there and get that water right now. You know, your spirit will just do what it needs to do. You won't know that you just, oh, I'm in line with spirit. You just like, I gotta go do this right now. And you felt the need to do it. You felt the urge to run in there and get water. How would you know to just get water? You wouldn't.
Yeah, how did I know that? Why ain't grab something else? Why water?
Yep, because you could have grabbed some other items, but you didn't grab that. You grabbed water. And you said, you shall not pass here.
And they got gone too, sister. They left. Oh, wow.
They left. I don't know. Maybe you want to say that again. What happened after you threw the water?
They left. Oh, my goodness.
There you go.
Oh, my sister.
Yep, you might as well open all the windows. Let all that breezes come gently through the space. Because you done already put a shield over the house. You just now knowing and realizing that you have made the shielding of water on your house much stronger than what you even understand, understand, and overstand. Now you get into the overstanding.
Whew. I got chills, sister.
That's confirmation.
Oh my goodness.
That's confirmation.
Up.
That is confirmation. Oh gosh. You pushed out a wave and said, not here, and they left.
Why didn't think of all this like before, sister? Why is this now coming right now?
Because you are ready to adapt. You're not ducking no more. You're ready to adapt.
Oh no.
Don't you feel, and if I may say, you could tell me I'm wrong, but because we don't have another word for this, but you feel free.
I sure do. Like I'm flying, sister, like I'm flying up in the air.
Yes, you soaring. See, you weren't on the beginning of the video. I mentioned soaring as a part of adapting and being purpose and being with intention. I said soaring. You will know because you will be here on the soar, and then you'll move up in your soaring. You will be able to start viewing situations from an overstanding. You will start remembering things that are linked to what is happening.
The wave.
The wave. It's a wave. It's just very uncanny how this and magical all at the same time. It's a little magical here. You get a little mystic here. And so if you scared of mysticism, you might not want to be on this page, because we talking about being with spirit and knowing your spirit and starting to have an understanding of your spirit, of knowing thyself.
Knowing thyself.
It goes back to knowing thyself, and I'm not even mentioning the Bible piece. I'm not even saying that piece. I'm saying, do you know who you are?
Do you know who you are?
Do you know your spirit?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking about the clothes you got on.
Well,
How many kids you got? I'm not
They don't want
husbands. No, we're not talking about none of that. We're talking about, do you have an understanding of who your spirit is telling you it is?
Mm.
Your spirit doesn't go anywhere. It belongs with you. Unless you're giving it away, which I'm not. I'm not doing that. I refuse. I'm done. They're not getting no parts of none of that. My spirit, I'm not giving it away.
Yeah,
even to my kids. I don't care about your titles.
Yep, I'm done, sister. I ain't had that, baby.
Yeah. I told my kids already. They already know them titles don't mean you can have a title. You can come over and be the president, the governor. Jesus, you can be Jesus right now, and I'll be like, I got to get in here first. I got to be in here. I'm not trying to be mean, but I got to get in here.
Yes, it's about me. You.
It's about time I got in here and been about me. I've been over here shucking and I'm from the old school where they say shucking and driving, shucking and jiving around.
Mm-hmm.
Being on the outside, assisting others on the outside, and they didn't want it. They didn't need it.
Didn't. Yep.
They wasn't ready.
They weren't ready. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How many miles I put into these other humans, and it's like you putting in miles in somebody else's car. What about the miles in this vehicle? Can we put some in here and use these purposeful and be with intention?
Mm-hmm. While I'm on E and they on food.
Boom. Now, do I need to say anything else? Do I need to say, I can digress off of that. She just told y'all they running on full. She on E.
I'm on E.
Mm-hmm. Car is putting your vessel is putting. Your vessel is blinking in and out of this world to the spirit world. You can't focus. You chugging along, and then you're pausing and stopping so many times. You just like, oh my gosh, is this car gonna make it? And I'm not talking about a car. I'm talking about is your vessel, is your spirit gonna make it?
That's right.
Is your spirit gonna come through and let you make it? Yes, it will.
Oh yeah.
It's just that it's been on E.
It's been on E. So now I gotta fill it up, baby. At least can I get it halfway? No, it did work.
No, you were right the first time. You can go to full. You can go to full.
Always blast.
Yeah, I would say go to full percent and be like, I'm on full percent. I don't know what they said. They said something.
Yeah, I'm on Freddie now. I ain't on Eddie.
She said Freddie. Oh my gosh, that's funny. She said she on Freddie, not on Eddie. I don't know. There you go. That's the best.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it, sister. Yeah, you gonna help me get through this, baby. I already know. I feel it. I'm going with you, baby. I ain't by myself no damn more.
I want to say something that my aunt used to say, but I'm not gonna say it because she was
baby.
No,
she
said these mother effers ain't helped me out one bit. I'm doing with them. When you said that was it. You better even look like you coming in her direction. She gonna blade you up with a bunch of water. She gonna go get her water hose and wet you down in her front yard. Don't play. Don't mess around. I'm telling you, that was some crazy stuff to see. She was wetting people down in the front of her front yard. You come over there acting like you crazy. She gonna wet you down. You better stay away. You don't want no parts of that water.
And it be cold.
And it's cold because you know it's from the water hose. You know, she can go get no drinking water. She not wasting drinking water on you. She finna plug up to the main supply.
Oh shoot.
And she had one of them good. She had one of them good water hoses too. She ain't had a cheap one. She had that expensive one. But you know she gonna spray your behind down. You gonna feel like it's the ambulance water hose coming at you. The fire truck water hose coming at you, and he'll be like, "What the? Oh yeah, you can't come over there with that mess no more. That's not gonna work.
Mm-hmm. So she knocked the fire down before it even get to her.
see how you know that you can put these fires out even before they start
With water.
with water. The best agent. Your body made of like 85-90% water anyway.
Yes, it is. Wow.
Oh boy. That is the best information, the best piece of information, and you know your highest good is it's gonna seek you out. You can run from it,
Yeah, I've been running.
but your highest good is gonna seek you out.
Oh shoot.
It'll seek you out. You know you thinking you just going over here just to do whatever. You think you just I'm gonna go listen.
I thought so.
Yeah, you'll go and get a nice surprise and be like, whoa.
That's what I go to.
That's what happened to me.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna go listen. I'm not doing, I'm just listening. And that did not happen.
No.
It went further away from listening than I ever wanted to even think about.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not trying to do none of that. I'm gonna just be here. Let me read my little stuff, and I'm gonna stay focused. Shoot, that was the focus. Sometimes spirit will make you get on focus.
Yep. Mm-hmm. To make you turn over to and focus on something else, something totally different. You wouldn't don't even be thinking about it. It take you totally somewhere else.
Yep. And you are focusing on self.
Mm-hmm.
You are focusing on knowing thyself now. That is exactly what is going on right now.
And that's when I was like 45, I kept telling the family, like, about time I'm 50, I want to be set already into my life. Okay, and I don't want y'all with me, because when I'm 50, I don't know how much more longer I'm gonna have on earth. So I want to do the rest for me. I just want to do me now. I don't want to do nobody but me, sister. So now I'll be able to go in the store and buy me a pair of $20 shoes. You see what I'm saying, sister? Because now I don't have nothing else to worry about but me. I don't buy me nothing. So I'm gonna go buy me some shoes tomorrow, sister. Yes, I am. New shoes so I can walk in some new shoes and get out these old shoes, sister. I'm getting out of these old shoes. I'm coming out this damn room. Yes, I am, sister. I'm coming up out of here. And I'm getting ready to take control of my house. I already started that yesterday. I like, y'all pick up this shit. Get this shit off my porch. I threw the chairs off my porch. Baby, I'm getting ready. I told you I was getting ready to lay my flow till I see my baby on here. I said, hold up, Flo. You hold up. Because my sister got a message for me, and I know she do. And I'm going here.
What's the old song? I'm coming out.
I just like to let you know.
I'm coming.
Sister Sledge sing that, I think.
Let you know.
Yeah, I think Sister Sledge. I think they sing.
See what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Correct. Sledgehammer.
Coming with the hammer.
Coming with the hammer.
Yes.
Sister Sledge. She coming with the hammer, y'all, but it's water. Watch out.
Oh yeah, baby.
It's
what
going
can we
down.
put in the water, like, to make it like
Oh, I was what now the main thing is that you speak to the water. Actually, you put intention. You focus your intent on what you're desiring at the moment you're drinking the water. So pretty much I speak over my water and I give with intention. I get very still within the moment and I just say, you're going to nourish my body. You're going to revive my body. And I receive that. Something simple as that. And I can tell you, I did it over a big jar of water, like the old, like the ones that you put tea in.
Uh-huh.
And I did that with water, and that was my personal water. And I can tell you, my daughter was drinking the water. She was drinking it so much, she drank it. I'm saying, "Woo, that was the best water." I was like, "Do you know that's the water I spoke over?"
Oh,
She was like, "Mom, I don't know what you did to the water, but it was awesome." I was like, "I spoke over the water. I breathed some life into that.
the
So
water.
it can breathe life into me. Because we are one, me and the water."
Yes, sister.
She drank that water up and said it was delightful.
Wow. Oh my. Is that why my mama cold water was always good than the rest of the water?
Man, your mama was probably in there diving deep on making that water revive your body and replenish you.
We all her kids used to drink up her water that she put in the freezer.
Mm,
Oh, and it was the best taste.
yes.
Oh, I
Wow.
really wonder if my mother was doing that. Oh my.
More than likely she was, and she made it a real option so that none of her water is gonna taste like anybody else's water, and it's gonna revive you, giving strength to the water to revive and to replenish and to just be solid, and knowing that intention is what we're going for right now.
Mm, mm,
You taking off your old shoes, and you said you going to buy some new shoes. You said it better than whatever I could say. I was like, "Oh, she taking off them old shoes." You know how you go to the store and you get new shoes. And as a kid, it reminds me of, as a kid, my mom. Unfortunately, my mom would buy the other kind of shoes, but I'd be like, "Ooh." But when she would go and buy me the ones that I knew that were for me,
mm.
and she came back with those ones, I felt like a princess. I felt like my spirit was being serviced in the best way. Like, this is for my highest good, not just because I wanted them,
Mhm.
because she wouldn't just buy because you want, because that's just the way she was, but she would buy them,
Mhm.
and she bought, especially by the ones I desire. I was like, "Ooh, thank you."
Mm.
I just say thank you and be grateful.
Yes.
Excuse me, to move on.
Yeah.
Most powerful words that you're speaking right now.
And I
And
thank you for that, sister. I don't think I would have and it seems like this happened overnight, sister.
mm, mm,
And I've been in this room for months. And
mm.
for
Wow.
someone to get me up out of this room overnight, sister. Wow. I don't know. I don't know.
You had to be ready. That's the first part.
And I just thank you for that, sister.
You are most welcome. You just came along and I'm just gonna clap. Yes. That is the point of any conversation you reach, and you are so grateful and thankful. And I'm grateful and thankful that happened for you. Chris was a part of that. All of that was aligned so perfectly. When you get ready to speak the words of the testimony, people gonna be like, "Oh my goodness."
Mm-hmm. Sister, guess who hugging me right now?
Who hugging you?
My 7-year-old.
Shut the front door. See what I'm talking about? Alignment. There is power in your words that you speak.
He right here by my side. He right here.
Yep, and that's how your ancestors are. That's how your guides are. They're around you all the time. You just been told to stop playing with your imagination. Stop linking up with spirit. I don't know who said that, but I'm not listening to them. They lead me down the wrong path. Power in the words that you speak over your life. You've been speaking over your life for at least 20 minutes, 15 minutes straight. The words are with intent and they're directional. You have a heading here as they speak, and you know I love pirates for some reason because they're in ships. You've got a heading for your ship. You don't have to know the whole route. You just got a blanket little map here saying, I'm going this way. Oh, no, we're not going back that way no more. We good. We went that way. We saw that path. We good. We going this way now. This is where we going.
Oh, yeah.
And anyone that is being directional and leading their path in the direction of being pushed up, leveled up, arisen, ascended, high is good, they're going to come to you. They're going to speak to you. They're going to, because you are saying, not only are you saying, but you putting out a signal for that transmission to happen. You're putting it out there. Excuse me, I'm probably going to be off screen for a minute.
Oh, that was powerful.
This is the tale that people tell you. You know, it happened to them, and you can't believe it, and you're trying to wonder how they get it.
Mm-hmm.
This is that tale that people tell. You know?
You want it?
Yeah.
Well, just take it. Come on.
You
Now
have.
he trying to
He like, you need to eat.
You need to eat. Don't take it, Grandma. Eat it.
That's right. You're gonna need some strength. You about to go on the best journey ever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, it don't matter how long it took you to get here, as long as you got here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, you want that.
This baby something else.
You know, it took you however long to get here, but you're here.
Yeah.
You had to go through all that just to get here.
Mm-hmm.
To be in the now and to start accepting that your now moments are changing. They're becoming more profitable, more abundant, more life speaking and inspiring you. Like your moments will do that for you. I'm just saying. I know a lot of people don't hit it sometimes, but I'm telling you. It happens. And as you're going to see that your old lows, they're going to be your new, those old lows, you're going to get an even higher low than that. And then the higher low, it's going to go up from there. Everything is just on its way up. And it won't matter what happens. Whatever happens, you won't feel the sense like you felt before. You won't feel the earthquake. You won't feel those walls crumble. You won't feel that. Like right now, you don't feel any of that. That's gone. It is gone. It won't matter what happens anymore. You'll be like, nope. I know where I am. I know who I am. It's like you just have to know that where you are is the right place. You're in the right place. There's never been a more right place to be. As you continue to just be on the vibe that you have awakened your soul and that you are riding this wave, the waves become bigger. The waves will expand beyond even your imagination. I just tell you because I've experienced it and I know the feelings of that. I know those feelings, those emotions. My spirit reminds me of those emotions. They're very, very, those emotions are very, oh, wow. They're just great.
It feels good.
It feels good. It feels like, to my description is just, it feels like a bunch of beings that have been rooting for me have just walked up to me and they all gave me the biggest hug and said, "We miss you.
We miss
Where you been?"
We said that same time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, look, like I'm telling you, because that's the way I felt when this whole process started happening. And it did not matter what I was going through. And it does not matter now. It doesn't. Because you will be cared for in a way beyond belief, and what you just keep knowing and keep going in that direction. No one's going to need to put coals on your fire. You're going to put your own coals on your own fire. You're not going to need it from others. You're going to be where you have boatloads. You have way over too much. You're going to have abundance and be like, "Oh, you need a coal. You can have one, but I'm not giving it out to everybody. Just know that." These are very special coals. These are the diamonds in the rough. These gems, these gems are very special.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not just going to run out here and give them and show them to anybody.
That's something you said that. Because I told the family that. I said, I'm going to stop getting on the panels and sharing my gems.
Oh.
I said, now I told them, I said, I'm going to hook up with Sister Love, and I'm going to ask her, would she like to, we started doing panels together. And I wouldn't have to go and listen to all this arguing back and forth and all that, because I can't do that type of energy right now.
That's
I need
right now. You
uplifting to keep me in my square, sister. I got to stay in my square, right?
There you
especially
go.
now, because I'm not gonna turn back and come back in this room and be sitting in this room anymore. This is it tonight. This is I'm gonna be in this room.
Wow.
I'm coming out of here, and that's why I said I got to thank you for that, you and Chris, man, because I don't think I could have did it.
And everybody on the panel, everybody on the panel, everybody in the chat, even the ones we didn't see, because they kind of hide them a little bit. But we ain't gonna talk about that. Everybody that was putting out, all those beings became aligned with you.
Oh, see, I didn't even listen to no more of it. I had went off. And, And I ain't come back on, I think, to the next day.
Yeah.
And that was like late when I think I went on Huey P's page this morning.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. I'm just saying, like, if you ever needed to know that you are cared for and you are loved beyond degree, I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to all the humans listening, not listening, might listen in the future. Look, if you ever need to know that you are cared for and in a special, highest degree, highest good space, this is the information you start hearing. This is the transmission you get. This wholeness of space is what you get. You feel as if you're being pieced by piece back together. But with this time, it's with intention and purpose. No more, I'm just doing this and that. No, you be directional. Be with intention. You are the inspired one. You inspire yourself. You inspire your own life. And others will see you because they're needing to hear it. They're needing to see it. They're needing to know within knowing it's real. It is very much inside of you. No one can do this type of work for you but you. No one else can do this but you. It won't matter how many times you go over in your mind. You doing the work. You have to make the first move. It requires you to do that. It gives you a duty to do that. You have been called, and you have taken the baton and said, "It's mine."
Taking it back.
I can't pass out no more batons.
No. Mm-mm.
I do not have a cup that runneth over right now.
Yes.
And even if it does run over, guess what? It's only to a special few it is allotted to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We're not going to cast our pearls to swine, so to speak.
Yes.
I don't have another word for it yet. I've been programmed so hard, casting pearls to swine. We ain't in that mode. That mode is over. That mode is done.
Mm-hmm.
It's done. Now I'm on it's done of me being abundant and prosperous and knowing prosperity within.
Mm-hmm.
And as you know it, you won't be denied it because it's going to come to you because you're ready. You're in the receiving mode. And you keep the signal on for that to happen. And as you were saying, you were not going back and, you didn't notice this. But I'm noticing the time, and the time was all ones. It was all ones across the screen when you said, "I am not going back." I mean, one is a symbol of a door. You walked, not only did you say, "I'm not going back," but you completely walked through the door and shut the door and said, "I'm on this side. Look at me now. This is where I'm at. And if you're not where I'm at, or you're not working on what you need to work on for you, and I can see that, guess what? I don't have to tell you I'm not going to mess with you. I'm going to just kindly bow out and keep going where I'm going."
Mm-hmm. I'm putting dead boat locks on it this time, sister. I'm putting dead boat locks on the doors.
Oh goodness, yeah.
Yeah, baby, I'm going to lock them down.
Lock them down.
Ain't give me
no more.
I ain't going back.
And it's like your spirit is saying it's about time.
It sure did.
Your spirit said, yes. We've been
waiting on you, Ty.
Yes, we're waiting on you. We've been waiting on you. Where you at? We've been keeping a weather out for you. We've been quietly just standing here waiting, and not even waiting. They just paused the button for you. They just paused it. Because when you get weighted, you under something. Something's over you. But when you pause it, you can kindly push the button and go forward.
And move and keep moving.
There you go. And keep moving.
Yeah.
The most inspiring words of the day. Kindly push that pause button and keep moving.
Push the pause and keep moving.
Some of them, they on the pause button. What I'm going to say, I'm not going to mess with them. Let them stay on the pause button. I'm going exactly where I need to go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to be in my own way.
Yeah. And I'm going by myself this time.
And you know what? You ain't going by yourself. All your spirits, all your spirit of your ancestors and your guides and everyone that's ready for you and ready to assist you, they're ready. They're here. They just
I want them to come with me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna leave these human beings alone. You can't come. They're the ones who did it to me in the first place.
To some degree, you had to allow it so you can move on to your next phase.
I did too, babe. I knew it was me too. Remember I said I was like, it's me. I allowed it to happen. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And when I came to that point, I knew it was me. Because I didn't have to let all that happen in my life. I could have been stopped it. But no.
Yeah. It's like you didn't want just a little bit. You want the whole, the double glass, the double, triple glass of it.
Mm-hmm. And people were so used to just walking all over me because I used to like keep my head down and be all nice, soft spoken to people. I said, that wasn't working for me no more. I had to start getting on these people of mine, boy. They was doing me in.
Confidence, power, and intention. This is exactly what you're discussing right now. You're talking about confidence, power, and intention. And when you get in that space of knowing that, you know, what's that song? There's no stopping us. No stopping. I can't find the best. Once you hear that, you can't deny it. It's you speak over your life, you speak over your space with intention. You know where you're going, even if you don't know. You don't gotta know all the rules to play the game. You figure that out along the way.
Yeah, that's how it's been going too. I've been figuring out like in pieces.
Mm-hmm. Wow. You just said it. You figuring it out in pieces. It's a puzzle. You just putting your own puzzle together.
Mm-hmm.
The pieces are right in front of you.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna glue them together. I'm gonna glue them this time, baby, because I don't want no part to be broken back up. So just got to glue it so it can stand still.
Man, the word you said is stand. When you are talking about the standing, you're sounding more like you are grounded in your stance. You do not even sound like the woman of that night that we heard a couple of days ago.
Oh wow, babe.
You are speaking with confidence. You are standing in your space of who you are. All these little steps add up to much larger steps.
That night I was ready to get up, sister, like this.
Yeah. And we heard you. Many on the line were just like, oh man, we hope she's well. And I was just like, no, she's gonna be all right. As far as I'm concerned, she good because she came on here and said what she said.
And you was right. You was right.
Once you just know that and you be well with what you know, even if it's not that you know everything and all the parts, you just start feeling the confidence of the power from within of just being in strength and in power, being grounded. You no longer are just wandering aimlessly. You are with intent. Living intentional is much different from the way I have ever lived. And I mean that in the most respectful way. I'm not trying to say anyone's better than me or I'm better than them. I'm saying when I knew to focus on living with intention, I tell you I am still remembering even more about being with intention. Intentional. You know, sometimes you gotta say whatever you gotta say to get people away or stop them from the path. There's things you have to. There's things you have to do.
Yeah.
You have to make a stance. You have to put a boundary, because these people will be laying in your boundary, and they'll bring other people to lay in your boundary. You'll be like, where did all these people come from? I did not say I agreed to that.
Yes, that what was going on too, sister.
See. And I'm just talking about boundaries and space.
If you don't know, no space. I had no spaces. So that's why I had to come in my room.
Mm.
You know.
That chick, that lady is gone.
Yes.
This the new and improved Ty. This
Yes.
the as my dear one of my dear buds. He says this is 3.0. You know, and when he said it, it put me in the mind of mind, body, spirit. Like mind, body, spirit, strong.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's a
Nice.
place. It's a fabulous place. Now we not gonna say there's not gonna be some things that are kind of shaky.
Yeah.
But at this point,
I'm
I'm
ready.
pretty much I'm ready, and I don't care about the shaky at this point because it's shaky is not gonna be as shaky as it used to be. And just the point of knowing that it's not gonna be as shaky as it was, I'm good with that. I'm like, oh yeah, we definitely onto something now. Now we'll stay in this focus. We'll stay focused here because we know that this is a much better, highest good space.
Oh yeah.
Highest, and good is just a word, but highest, the best space.
Mm.
So I'm really intentional about the way that I speak. You notice if I say something, I'm like, oh no, let's get back to being directional. Let's get back to being intentional. Just not good, just best.
Mm-hmm.
Highest best. If you know you're living you're in your vessel as your highest best space. If you know that and you be strong in that, and as you gain strength in that, the power that you have is the one that I talked about, that power within your hand, that you will put it in your hand and be like, oh no, you cannot pass here.
Oh yeah.
Not with none of that mess, not today or any other day. Don't even think about coming over here no more with that mess. Like you get to a space to where you just stand like you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Learn how to stand. Learn how to be confident. Learn how to be speaking with intention. Learn how to use your power.
My
As
son
you
tell me that all the time.
oh
Every
man,
day.
who says that?
My son, and he's 27, and he always be like, "Mom, you gotta get your power, you supreme, you a supreme being, Mom.
Mm,
Come on, you got power. You
mm,
want me?" He be like, "Mom, you want me to show you my powers?" And
mm.
I say, "No, son, I don't want, I don't want you to show."
Right.
Like, I'll show you, Mom, but you need to get your power. I said,
Mm. It's I don't know if you ever heard of Abraham Hicks, but it's this young lady. I just call her young lady, but she's an old being. But she speaks from a place of this whole collective space, and collective I mean spiritual space, pretty much. And she says, when you get tuned in, tapped on, no one will sway you. That is the way that I have learned this, and not even learned it, but I remember this way. I am tuned in. I'm tuning into my signal. No one. I'm not using no one else's signal. I'm using mine because the power lies within there. I'm tuned in and tapped on, like it's on. I'm not turning it off.
mm-hmm.
You can't make me turn it off. I'm not gonna give it away. It belongs with this spirit that I have. It belongs within this spirit. And you smiling
Yeah.
from ear to ear. You giggly.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like your chest is puffed out, so to speak. Your chest puffed out right now.
Yeah.
Hey, what you think power is? You think power is slumping? It don't slump. Power does not slump. It speaks with intention. It tells you it's powerful, and it doesn't have to tell you it's powerful.
No.
The body language changes.
Yeah.
Your thoughts change.
My face.
Your face, yes. Your face is gonna look younger. You're gonna feel more vibrant. I'm just saying, like, hey, people don't have to believe it. I've witnessed it. I could show you pictures of me from a previous time compared to now. You'll be like, who is that on that picture? And I'll tell you, it's me. They'll be like, no, that's not who I know. That person is gone. Like you just have to know that with each turn, you're transforming yourself into your highest best. And as you do that, you are going to change. It's going to change. And on this planet, unfortunately, it seems like these beings have drummed in the fact of change is not that great. Change is this change. Irregardless to what it is, change can be very quite useful when you're intentional and you're living with power and purpose. We're saying we're going to use the power and the purpose with intent. It's going to be for my rise. It's going to be for my highest best. And your divine self, your highest divine self, your divination of spirits, not just self. We done went to the divination land. We in divination. Your highest self speaks over this situation and said, "No more.
No more."
And they probably looking at you like, "Who is this?"
Mm-hmm.
They probably like, what happened?"
It was my two stars. They sent the sun to me, baby, to my ears this time though. At first it was just my eyes.
Mm-mm. Yes.
Because I wasn't hearing.
Mm.
But they brought the right people this time and I heard it.
Yes.
And I see it. I feel it and everything. So this is different. This is a
Yes.
totally different feeling.
Yes. I'm going to clap for that. Sometimes you don't have the words. You just need to clap.
Yes.
That is, man, that's that golden nugget you looking for. You digging amongst all the space, and the gems, and you like, where is it at? Excuse me. And then finally, if you just sit, it'll come to you.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever needs to come to you will come to you. If you just be still, sometimes you need to just be standing and still, like you said, stand still, and you will see it. You will feel it. You'll know it. All your determination, your willpower will become even stronger. I get speechless when I start knowing that happens and that's happening. It's going to be very different. Very different in a better way.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
You smiling, you telling your story, you never told it probably to the point to where you feel power in it. You saying your story with power, you're just not realizing all that space yet. Because when you tell this story within the power, people get chills. People start relating. They start understanding, understanding, and overstanding their own situation. You didn't have to come on here and tell none of your supreme story.
Mm-mm.
But you, in that space, you're walking into that space. You walk through the doors and slam the door and said, "No more of that. This the new section right here."
Yeah, and it was like I didn't care who knew.
Yeah,
and I had to tell it to somebody besides my family because they already know what they do to me, so they don't care.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to tell it to like some people that don't even know me, since I never met not one person.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't think it would work so quickly.
Say that again. Repeat that again.
I
You
didn't
didn't
think
think what?
I didn't think this was gonna work so quickly, sister.
Mm. Mm.
To have a totally different like thought of mine when I was just like days ago, just thinking of harming myself. So much stuff went through my mind.
Mhm.
And then it's like overnight that feels joyful, happy again, ready
I'm
to come out
laughing.
this room.
Mhm.
Mm, mm, mm.
Come out the room.
I'm coming
It's a
out too. I can't wait
yes.
till the morning time.
You're gonna have a different walk, different talk. They gonna be like, whoa, what happened to
I ain't
that
even
lady?
driving nowhere tomorrow, baby. I'm walking anywhere.
Because you got pep in your step. They
Yeah.
gonna be trying to wonder what happened, what'd you do, who did it.
And I'll
Man,
be like, what happened to you, Ty?
and it's about some people gonna tell you it's about time.
Oh yeah. About the room.
Oh, you ain't even in the room no more? What?
I be like, you didn't know?
Now you know. Pleasantly surprised. Pleasantries. Pleasantries of never-ending results. How
So
about
I
that?
know it. If I hear somebody say they sit in their room and all this stuff again, I'm be like, baby, I know who can send you up out of there. I got 2 stars that can get you up out of there, baby.
You know, it's the power within. I'm telling you, they gotta be ready.
Oh
That
yeah,
you
they do gotta be ready, baby. Cause
you gotta be ready for this.
oh yeah, baby.
All
I
the
ain't, think
delay.
it gonna,
Mm, mm.
I ain't think it was gonna work.
But it did.
It did. Quick.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh shoot, I'll be done in about 6 months. I think it take probably take. I
Mm,
don't know if I can go 6 more months with this. I don't know. Mm-mm. Yeah, I was trying to put dates and times on it.
mm. 6 is transition. 6 is expansion.
Mm-hmm.
The number 6.
Yep. Let me see.
You're speaking more vibrant words. Your words are alive.
Mm.
Your words are no longer of things that are lifeless.
Mm.
Man,
Because I'm not feeling that way anymore.
that's right. And it's time. It is time.
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep good, baby. I know I am. I don't even really sleep, but I know. I don't sleep tonight, baby. I don't even drink neither, sister. I went to the store today and bought me one of them $1.99 little drink like I do like 2% alcohol in it. I might even drink that. I was gonna drink it on my birthday. It's just a little bit of little pack thing.
You ready to relax.
I'm ready to.
When have you heard yourself say that?
Oh wow. Mm. Mm.
You in the relax mode.
Mm.
I'm gonna remove myself for a second because I hear a back screen happening. Let me see if I can do this right quick. I wish I could put music on, but I don't have music yet.
Oh, I hear music though.
Oh, you hear? Okay, that music.
Oh, you talking about music?
Do you hear the tone in the back? You hear that music in the back?
Mm-hmm.
That tone is the 528 heart tone. It's a heart tone. It's to activate your heart for repairing your DNA and for a positive transformation. And at the end of it says miracle. Now you can tell me that I have never seen it before. I just picked it on a random and it wasn't random. So nothing is random. It just came up when I put in the number. That one came up and I said, okay, I'll play that in the background. And then remember the video messed up. That video is probably still running. The video messed up. And then I just, in the sense of knowing, I just heard, look, learn how to do your live, your yard stream. Learn how to do I call it the duck. Learn how to go to that duck with the dollar signs on it, because you have the program. You know how to do this. You may not know everything, but you know enough to have a successful conversation of getting a positive message to people that need it. And the title is Adapt, Duck, or Dodge. Now, I adapted. I could have just ducked and went off and never came back on the screen. I did not do that. I ducked, then I came back up. I ducked again and came back up. You have no idea how many times I tried to make the little duck thing, this yard stream power, the stream yard, how to make it work. You have no idea. And I dodged it. And today it was like, nope. I could hear it. Like, you need to get online. And I'm not one to be online. So it was like, you need to get on here. And you need to say about adapting, ducking, and dodging. I heard it very clear. It was very clear. Very clear words to me. And as I'm talking about this right now, everything will become clear to you. Everything becomes clear. There's no foggy brain. There's no I don't know. You'll just be like, I'll figure it out. I adapted, that's for sure. Because there's no way I should be on here. I'm on here because I'm supposed to be. Well, I'm in the right place. Let's just say that. Yes, I'm in the right place.
Yes, you are. I will wait.
And I had no clue about you waiting. I just knew I had to adapt. It was like, come on, just get back on there. Forget about thinking you didn't do it good and you didn't do it right. Forget all of that. Just remember that we're not living in that land. We living in a land of multiple expansion and abundance and possibilities. Mm-hmm. And I heard myself say, I was like, yep, that's right. Let me get on here. Let me try. Let me do it. And sure enough, it's working. I even hooked you in. I even learned how to put the link down in the view for somebody to be given permission to come on. I must tell you, I have never watched the video to learn how to do this. I watched the intro video and that was it.
Get it, baby. So, see, you get it. You did it.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you to me. Thank you to you for showing up.
Yes.
Thank you to Chris. I can go back a few people. Thank you to Miss Nikki C. Thank you to Goddess Supreme. Thank you to Art Cook. Like, I can go Star Platinum. I can go all through those names. Miss Beach, because I don't know how to say the whole thing. I can go to all those names.
Yeah, me too, right?
Because they all lined up.
They did.
To get this, come on, get in line. Come on,
get in line.
All that situation that it lined up to shoot me into this position where I am now, and I am enjoying this now.
Yes,
this moment is joyous.
Yes,
and that's all I need to know right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's enough for me to know. I'm not trying to think all out the box. I'm just right here in this moment, enjoy it. And like, if I drank, I don't drink, but if I could drink, I'd probably drink a Mai Tai with some coconut in it with a little umbrella.
Oh yeah.
But I don't drink, so that would be my best description. That would be my best description of an alcoholic drink would be that. It's got to have some coconut.
Gotta have the coconut. That's good, baby. That sounds really good.
Oh yeah, it's called a Mai Tai or something, I believe. But I don't know nothing. I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do know how to mix alcohol drinks. Back in the day, I was in college. I mixed drinks back then.
Oh yeah.
You know, they was like, "Who know how to mix drinks?" And I was like, "Me." You know, just so innocently, just innocent. And I didn't drink, so they made me the house mother or whatever you want to call it. You know, you got to have one sober person that can put everybody out.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
I could
Because
do
everybody
it.
gonna be drugs.
Everybody gonna be drunk. You got to send them home.
Yeah.
You got to send them home. They can't stay there. They can't be in your space. Ain't enough room for them. And even if it was enough room, you don't want to house them all.
No, you don't.
Nope. So, man, that got me started for now. Learning how to put people out. Learning how to put people out. I'm laughing because I'm thinking about all the times I put people out. But not really physically putting them out. My words make them leave.
The words, yeah.
My words. And I didn't cuss them out. I never cursed them. I never cussed. I just told them they had to go. And they left. And the college dorm person, whoever, like the main head director person came and said, we heard that you had a couple of incidents, but we didn't even have to come. Like, we heard that you just put them out. I said, I sure did.
You handled that.
I sure did. I'm good at that. That's what I know. And he was like, well, we appreciate when people stand up to their duties and their responsibilities. And I was like, yep, that's me.
That's all right.
Gaining confidence. So as we had more parties, I got better at it. I practiced. I had a lot of practice in that area. And these people would be very drunk, but I would figure out how to get them out with words. I did not lift anybody. I did not lay hands on anybody. I just used my words. I spoke. And they would leave. It wouldn't matter if they was drunk and cussing, they would just leave. So I'm all that confidence in that part, I'm very affirm with that. Just that part. So we've been on here for a while. We've been on here almost 2 hours, but I don't know if you. Yeah, I'm just noticing right now. It's almost 2 hours. It's gonna be 2 hours in like 13 minutes.
I didn't even know that, sister. Don't feel like it.
No, because time is obsolete when you come in this type of moments. When you have these type of moments, this is when time does not matter. It is infinite. Because you don't have something stopping you from saying it's not time. There's none of that happening. It's saying it's time. It's like a yes, and it's beyond a yes. The expansion of the moment is huge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I sure needed you, baby. I'll wait.
You know what? It was just it was just people need to hear you and what you're saying too. There are others that are going to hear this and know that they can do it.
Mm-hmm. They can.
And I do have a website. Well, I have a page that goes with this page, and at the bottom of my YouTube's, my other YouTube's videos that I have like they can DM me for consultation. I often tell people at the end that they are the sun, the moon, and the stars. Mm-hmm. You are that. Yeah. It's not outside of you. You are that. Mm-hmm. You inspire yourself. And I'm not saying it just because I'm saying it. I'm saying it because I had to go through that. I have to practice that. It's not just that I do it one time. Mm-hmm. I have to practice at that. I am a creator. I am creating my space, this space. That's a creator. That's a creation.
Mhm.
And I'm not backing down. There's a song, I won't back down. Blah blah blah. His voice is kind of weird. Is it Tom Petty? I think it might be Tom Petty. He in that song he says, I won't back down. And that is the way I am consistently feeling. It's consistent. Once you get that consistency is a real is most realest thing you can have. If you're gonna say if you're gonna say this is an illusion, since it's an illusion, let me go ahead and make it consistent for me to be abundant, for me to be prosperous, for me to be able to speak over what I need and what I am feeling like. Okay, I'm not lacking, but if I had just a more, or if I just had this, I'm just gonna position myself to receive just that piece, just a little piece, just that piece. Sometimes you're going to be just like the little degrees and the little pieces that you grab to place in your being of who you are. That's enough to get you going. That's enough to push you so far, so far, so rise, so much risen, man, just so much. And you'll know it. Like the way you are excited to get out of your space where you are and out of that room, that excitement that you have, it's not going away. It's there to stay.
Mm. Yep.
She's like, yep. And you agreed. So you said yep. So
Oh,
guess
yeah.
what?
Oh,
That's a
yeah,
yes.
baby. I know it's you.
And you know your truth.
Yeah. It's like I can feel it.
Mm-hmm.
It's time.
Yes. And you feel it like it's a electricity. It's
Yeah.
like electricity in your body. I fully know what you're saying.
Because it's like I can't
vibrant.
wait now. It's like I can't wait for daylight to go walking and get out of here.
To go walking and get out. Moving out of that space. You're modifying what has happened. You're with purpose now. Intentional. Confident.
And I can't make an excuse like I gotta come up here and get on this laptop just to watch like platform. No, still got a phone. I can always get on my phone. I don't have to come up here in this room and sit in this room.
Correct.
I'm getting out of here.
It's like you got your keys and you out. You're like, I got my keys, I'm out. You're like, I got my keys. I don't know. Do you got yours? Okay, you don't. I got mine. I'm gone. Like you going.
Yeah, but I might lock the door, baby. Hide the key from myself. So I can't get that key. But anyway, I gotta get it. I gotta kick the door down.
Oh gosh. Okay. That's funny. Oh my goodness. One thing that I often tell people is when they get to this space, I usually advise them to burn some sage. You know, I don't know if you ever heard of this, but you would burn sage within the home. It's gonna stink. It'll smell like, it's just gonna stink. Because if you're trying to get rid of negative things in your space, it's a good way to physically do it. You burn some sage within your area, open all the windows, and let that stinky smell go all the way out, along with all the other stink that needs to go. So I'll put that down below and tell people to do that. I'm probably at this point I'm really needing to do a video on how to do it. I've never done one, but it would be nice for me to do a video and show people how to cleanse their space on a daily if they need to.
That'd be great to do, sister. That'd be great.
So I have to, so I have to just get over myself, get out. I got to dodge that little piece and just get over myself and do it.
Yeah, and you know how to work the YouTube now.
I know how to work the StreamYard, the duck, I say.
Yeah, but you know how to go live now. I'm
Yes,
on,
I do.
I'm on the YouTube one.
Oh, you are right.
Hmm.
Okay, so
I had the
I'm.
StreamYard up too, the StreamYard, but I'm on the YouTube one.
Oh
Watching
wow.
and listening on the StreamYard.
Oh wow. Yes. See, it's so complicated to where I just think of this. It's more complicated than I want to know. I'm just like, okay, I'm supposed to do this to get this going. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, you can
Yep,
go
I
live
can't.
now, baby.
Yes, yes, I can, and I'm gonna. I need to close this off where we can have a private chat. So I'm gonna make it private right now, and then have it to where we can private chat. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna privately put my information on the screen for you. You just gonna you can look at it and take it down and write it down before we exit, so you'll have it.
Okay.
And if you can get some pen and paper, um, and you can contact me like that, um, and that'll be a go. So I'll give you that information because I didn't know how to make it private. So I'm.
You just did
I
that
just
one
learned,
too?
yep, I just learned how to do
Oh,
that. That's my
pretty
first time.
babe. See?
It is private, so you can get that phone number. I believe you can see it from where you are. And go
Yes.
ahead and write it down.
Okay.
That's my contact info. That's the real number. Now I have a
Okay.
business line.
Okay.
The business line, everybody knows that, but that's my private number, so to speak.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna give you
and
my real number too. But yeah.
only special beings have that number because
Yes, I know it. That's what I do too, babe.
only supreme beings have that number because I'm not giving it to everybody because
Yeah.
I'm not
And
gonna flood my phone.
out of all the people that be on the panel, Chris the only one have my number.
Oh
And I've
wow.
been on there like about 6 months in now.
Yeah, you've been on there a while. I was
Mm-hmm.
very like, oh my God, she's been on there for 6 months. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. I probably started like when God Body started. You
Oh,
heard of
okay.
God Body? So I
I
think
have not heard of this. I've heard of this person, but I haven't went to their page yet. So I'm thinking I'm gonna take an opportunity to go check them out because there's like more than one person saying their name, so I'm gonna check them out as well. So I'll check them out next.
how about Brother Shantez?
Oh no, I don't know that person either.
Oh wow, that's where mostly all of us really like. Mostly like met all them like the panels I
Oh,
go
through.
on. I mostly met
Mhm.
all them off of Brother Shantez's page. He's
Oh wow.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know that person.
Yeah, it be a
I
lot of us
am.
in there, like Chris, all of us be over there.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, let me see. So, as
Let me see my
as
phone
we,
because I don't know my number. I'm put
yeah,
my number in here, baby. I don't know, but let me see that, baby.
okay. So I will be saying this part. This transmission was about adapting, ducking, and dodging. Points that were discussed were confidence, power, um, flexibility, walking through those doors, sensing and knowing you are living with intentional purpose, that you are an intentful being, that you want the best for yourself. And there are many other ways. This is just a few of the many to walk, to proceed. The exits are everywhere. I always say the exits are here, 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 here. Out of any type of situation that is emotionally and mentally weighing you down, making you feel heavy, making you feel dense, the exits are everywhere. It is up to you when it is and when you're ready to exit, ready to proceed in the most powerful, highest intent path. And as you do, others will come. If you build it, they will come. It's like that Field of Dreams movie. It's a very old movie. It's called Field of Dreams. And everything the main character heard on there was, if you build it, they will come. If you build your within, if you start putting out that you are going on this path of just wellness for yourself, as you continue to do that, the ones that are living that path will come to you, will be beside you. Some of them may come a short time, some of them may come a long time. They will all inspire you to continue to be in this type of path. And it feels fabulous and it feels good. And if you've been waiting for that change and you don't necessarily know, and you feeling edgy about it, I'll have my link down below. You can DM me for a consultation, a reading, or a session. And I'm just saying, like, look, it's about time to, as Michael Jackson says, make that change. You got to feel real good.
Mm-hmm.
You got to lift yourself. You know it. You know.
Yeah.
Make that change. You got to make that change. And we are discussing the woman in the mirror right now. We have discussed the woman in the mirror.
Yes.
There are men in the mirror, kids in the mirror, everybody's in the mirror, but we talking about the one man in the mirror today. This discussion was totally about that. And I want to thank Miss Ty for just coming on and showing her support and being in the right place.
Yeah. I knew I would. I know.
Yes. You know it. You're in the right place.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't always had the best internet, but somehow I'm in the right place for the best internet. So I received that. There will be many more of the right places of internet.
Yeah.
I will make that a major priority.
Okay.
So I don't know, Miss Ty, do you have any words of wisdom that you have? You've given so many. So what do you?
I just want to thank you so much. You have just put so much joy in my heart. And you removed all you. I'm gonna say Chris Cipher too. I didn't really read the other people's comments or anything. I just no. I'll just hear you and Chris. And so that's who I want to thank you both. I thank the chat too who was there that day, but the main ones was you and Chris. And I'm just speechless for words, sister, because it's just how you moved me. And I want to thank you a lot for that.
You are most welcome. Well, I want to say that there were people after the chat. If you go back in here, there is other people. There's Miss Beach for sure. She really, made it very powerful. Her words were very powerful after you got off. So,
Miss Beach came back on.
Miss Beach said, yeah, she said some words in the chat and she said some words on screen. So I would say there's a lot of people in the chat that were speaking much vibrant words. They were just speaking vibrancy and joy and love and vigor.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so you inspired many people, even though you didn't feel like that was an inspiring moment.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, you inspired them to speak and to um, move move in a way that lets people know that we're all loving,
And I want
that
them
we
to come
all want love.
together. Yeah, and I want them to come together and stop
Yeah.
arguing.
Well, that's a part of the process. It might not happen. It might not happen overnight,
No, no, I know, I know.
but
Yeah.
we can all push forward. At least, in the direction where we're going, where we are right now. We just push for that direction and just stay going forward and inspiring ourselves and knowing ourselves and enjoy of that. People might think it sound like woo woo, fluffy. Look, man, I don't need to
Going
come
right
on.
now. Chris
Go
going
ahead.
right now, sister. He been on for an hour.
For 2 hours. Yeah.
No,
You've been on it.
Chris Cipher, he on. But
Oh,
he been on for 1 hour now, he said.
oh, he's on. Yeah. So I'll probably pop on his page and tell him how grateful I am and thankful I am
Me too. Yeah.
that we just ended the
Yeah.
live and we came over here to say what's up.
We gonna go double teaming.
We're gonna double team him right now. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm detoxing today, so I can't have any sugar. I can't even have any processed sugar at this point, but I'm detoxing my system from sugar for like 2 days,
Okay.
for about 2 days. So I'm feeling like I need more water.
Yeah. More water, baby. That water. Yes. Get water.
Yes, water.
Yes.
So thank you, Miss Ty, for coming on.
Thank you.
And I solely appreciate you and know that you are going forward in the most best and highest good for your system. Okay.
Mhm.
So there we go. I mean, that's awesome sauce.
I see you over there at Chris's.
Okay. You have a great one and thank you.
Thank you, my baby. Thank you so much.
You are most welcome. So as I proceed out of this space, I just want to say you are the rise. The inner work you do, the willpower you build will lead you in the most fantastical, abundant, expanded way. And you will know if you are adapting, ducking, or dodging. And as I always say, enjoy your sun, your moon, and your stars because you are this. And Atma Namaste, which means the spirit in me honors the spirit in you. Thank you and enjoy your night or day.